Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a review. This is from Belle Tress. This is Cold Brew Chic in the color English Toffee. I'd like to thank Frannie from Frannie's Hair for providing Cold Brew Chic for me to review for all of you. I do want to let you know something about this. Frannie has a open box section. Some other retailers may call it a clearance section. She calls it an open box. And when she reached out to me to ask me which wigs I was considering for this month, I said to her, you know what I would really like? I would really like something from your open box section so I can share it with my viewers. And she agreed. So I chose two wigs at random. One of them is Cold Brew Chic in English Toffee. And the reason I did that is because sometimes I have read this so much on the Facebook group, on Frannie's Hair Facebook group. I've seen where members ask, well, is it safe to order them? Are they damaged? Is that why they're open box? No, that's not the reason why. If they're damaged, they're going to be sent back to the manufacturer. So what happens when we return a wig? With Frannie, she will inspect every wig that comes in. It can't be shaken. It has to have the tags. It can't have any products. It can't have any smell to it. And it has to be in brand new condition. However, the retailer can't sell it as a new style, even though it's in brand new condition, because the box has been opened and the wig was probably tried on. We usually return wigs when we try on wigs for size, for color, and for length. And if those boxes check off, then we probably know if the wig is going to work for us. So if the wig doesn't work for us, the color isn't right, or the fit isn't right, or the length, it's too short, it's too long, then we just take it, put it back in the box, and we initiate the returns. Frannie has a great return policy. She has a 30-day returns. And actually, this video is going up on Monday. She is providing an additional 10% on any of the wigs that she has on her open box section from today, Monday, until next Monday. So if you go on there and you see a style that you like, they're at great prices. They're much lower than they are at the regular price. Then you could take an additional 10%. When we talked about doing the open box review, she said, you know what, I'm going to offer an additional 10% discount on any of the styles that are on the open box section until the next Monday. So for 7 days, there's going to be an additional 10%. So be sure to check it out. I will leave the link down below in the description box. Right now, I have to tell you this. So many of you ask me, what shadows am I wearing? What am I wearing today? And I have to give some love to this one. This one is Empowered. This is what I'm wearing today. It's by Huda Beauty, and they were kind enough to send it to me in PR. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. What a beautiful palette. I'll show it to you. Hopefully I won't blind you here. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. And this is the one I used today. And they had sent it to me in PR a while back. But anyway, that's what I used. The wig that I am wearing right now is also Cold Brew Chic. This is my first Cold Brew Chic. I purchased it in September of 2020. This one is in Mocha with Cream. I have worn this wig so much. I have worn it. I have washed it. I have straightened it. I had just a little bit of heat. And look how amazing it still looks after 3 years. I think it is such a beautiful style. So I haven't opened this one. Let's take a look and see how they arrived when it's an open box. So I want to show it to you. Nicely wrapped with the tag. Has the hairnet on it and the paper. There is no smell. It's got that new wig smell is what it does. Or what it has, rather. That doesn't make any sense, what it does. It has the tissue paper, the zigzag part, and the fibers look brand new. Let's take a look at the cap for Cold Brew Chic. We have a temple to temple lace front. We have a full mono top. Cold Brew Chic is also available in the hand-tied version. I actually have another Cold Brew Chic because I just love the style. We have a weft cap, an extended nape, pull type adjusters, and felt covered ear tabs. I always cinch in my Belle Tress because I have a 21.5-inch circumference, and they tend to run, they have a lot of stretch to them. It's not that they run so much large, but that they have a lot of stretch. So I always tighten it in some. Great coverage. Here is the ear tab. And there it is. So great coverage there. I have a very low hairline. Nice part. And what you're seeing there is my wig grip. You can part it any direction that you like. With Cold Brew Chic, as with many other from Belle Tress, we're not going to have any permatease. There's a little bit of permatease at the nape, but that's about it. There's no permatease up here, and the density is a very light density, as you can see. I can certainly tuck it very easily. The measurements on Cold Brew Chic, we have 5.5 to 11 inches on the sides. We do have some shorter layers right here on the front. I don't know if I would add bangs to it. Usually it's a little bit more difficult with heat-friendly fibers. This is Cold Brew Chic is from the Cafe collection, and they're all heat-friendly, as are all Belle Tress. So I don't know, but you could just leave a little bit of a bang there. If any of you have added bangs to it, please leave it down in the comments below. So that we have those shorter pieces on the front, and then we have layering from 5.5 to 11 inches. We have a nape of 5.25 inches, and the overall is 5.25 to 12.5. I am going to guess that the back is what's going to be the 12.5. So you have a nice length that's really not going to rub against your clothes. As you can see, as you saw with my 3-year-old Cold Brew Chic, it still looks absolutely beautiful. And I don't add heat to it as often, probably about every 4 or 5 wears. I just wet the ends, and with the flat iron at about 320 degrees, I just used to go over it with the flat iron. That's all I do. Beautiful layering to the side. It's so flattering. The color, English Toffee, we have 6F27. 6F27 in Belle Tress is a little different than 6F27 in John Renault. In John Renault, we have a highlighted color. In Belle Tress, what we have is a blended color. So you don't have any obvious highlights. It is very, very well blended with a medium chocolate brown, and it's blended with the light auburn. This is a warm brunette. So we have a little bit of dimension, but it's nothing obvious. If you are a brunette, if you prefer warm colors, then I think that you would really like English Toffee. It is a beautiful, beautiful color. And like I said, no obvious, no chunky highlights, nothing like that. It's just well blended. The only downfall that I see with English Toffee is going to be the lace front. We have a very narrow lace, as you can see. It's barely even there. There's nothing wrong with it. And there are really no pros and cons with the narrow lace front. It's just a matter of preference. That's why I like to point it out. Some wearers love a narrow lace front and some prefer a wider one. So I want to point it out. What I am seeing in English Toffee, and I've had English Toffee in many styles, is that English Toffee does have some dark knotting, as you can see. And the transition is really not a bad transition from the lace to the rest of the wig. Sometimes on Belle Tress, we do see that harsh transition from the lace front to the ear tabs, and I'm not seeing it on this one. I'm seeing a nice transition. So Frannie also offers free shipping on orders over $50. There is no restocking fee, and she does have a 30-day return policy, which is unheard of in the wig community. As far as I know, no one else offers such a return policy of 30 days. So that is something I think that is amazing. However, as with any other open box or clearance section, these are final sales. There's no returns on these. Nevertheless, I think that if you know the style or you wanting to venture out, this is a great way to go. Most of my wigs are from the open box section or from the clearance section, as many of you know. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you spending this time with me. Please let me know what you think about Cold Brew Chic and English Toffee. Let me know what you think about purchasing open box or clearance section items. I would love to hear from you. Is this something that you've considered? Was my video helpful? And answering any questions that you may have about open box purchases. I would love to hear from you. I hope that everyone is having a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye.